What's good, Commanders fans? Undefeated Commanders. Undefeated Commanders. So talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Carson Wentz put us on a roller coaster ride. Put us on a roller coaster ride. We saw bad Wentz. We saw good Wentz. We saw okay Wentz. It was crazy at some points, man. Like, I was really pissed off. But at the same time, I was really upset with Scott Turner because I think the first interception, we'll get to the good, bad, and ugly, but I'll start off with the ugly first. And it's the Jags. No disrespect to the Jags. Shaking Trevor Lawrence's hand. I thought he made some really good throws. He cut us up a couple times. They definitely, the football gods were on our side for sure. Shout out to Zay Jones for the drop, hands like a snake on that third down, and then on 4th and goal, shout out to Travis Etienne. That's my guy. Shout out to Travis Etienne. Shout out to Zay Jones as well for dropping those catches for sure. Those are my guys, hands like a snake right there. Somebody else had a bad drop for the Jaguars too, but they definitely in the kicker. Shout out to him too for missing that 37-yard attempt. Shout out to him too. So we definitely could have lost this game. To being real, we definitely could have lost this game. But I'm gonna take the win. We don't have a lot of luck on our side for the most part throughout our franchise, our history as a team, or the last 25 years. So any win, any way you can get it, I take it for sure. So Jahan Dotson is him for one. He's got that dog in him. He's got that dog in him for sure. Jahan's got that. The hype is real. The preseason hype. Everybody's saying that he's probably just as good as Terry. I'm not looking at people crazy anymore who say that. It's only one game. It's only one game, but he has the potential to be just as good as Terry McLaurin. He really does. And Terry looked good. I want him to get the ball more. Curtis Samuel looked good. This wide receiver core is legit, man. We need Carson to be consistent and step up. If he can step up and be consistent, if we can get a consistent running game too, because I think Gibson should have got the ball more. I do. And I know the fumbling problems are here and there and whatnot, but I think Scott should have ran the ball a little bit more. When Carson threw those interceptions, one was on 1st down. It was very unnecessary. It was a 1st down screen pass that he was trying to throw to Gibson. I didn't like how Scott Turner put him in that spot anyway. I'm not taking anything. I'm not taking away any blame from Carson on that pick. But we were down by 1. Why are you so pass happy, Scott? I know our wide receivers are good and they're beating their matchups, but I think he didn't run the ball enough. It wasn't enough balance with the offense. I thought he was a little too pass happy there. So Logan Thomas looked good today too. He looked good today too. So I love everything from the offense that I saw, except for the 2 interceptions and some of the Scott Turner's play calling. I thought he did a good job for the most part. I thought Carson did a good job with the hard counts too, getting them off sides. The last one where he did the 1st down where he was hyped. I love that too. I thought Carson played with some energy. I liked the confidence at the end when he threw the picks. You know, he was clapping his hands, trying to get his teammates involved and show them that he's a leader. And he got his revenge on the Jags. He got his revenge on the Jags from last year. He got his revenge on Doug Peterson as well. Revenge on Brandon Sheriff, you want to say that. I heard some people were chanting, go Redskins. We were on that drive to take the lead as well. And that was a big throw by Carson. That was a big country-fed North Dakota guy throw to Jahan Dotson. Took some big cojones there from Jahan. From Jahan and Carson. That pass down the sideline to Terry McLaurin, that was a big time throw. I love Heineke, but that's stuff that we missed last year, and that can really open up this offense. So, looking at my notes, I'm gonna go over my notes here. Talk about things that you may have missed that I wrote down for the game for sure. But what stood out to me was really 3rd downs too. I thought we did a better job on 3rd downs. The defense is a work in progress. I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna go too hard on the defense today. Jack Del Rio, at times we were really bad. Christian Kirk, man, he looked like the contract today. I'm gonna look up his numbers real quick, but he looked like a guy that was getting paid that amount of money. Whatever he got paid, he earned it today. 6 catches for 117 yards. He left Jamin Davis in the dust a couple times. That was a bad matchup for us. Kendall Fuller was getting cooked a couple times too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He was getting cooked. Some of the penalties were a little phantom on Kendall Fuller, but he was getting cooked. He was. Zay Jones looked good today too. I'm not even gonna lie. He looked okay. 6 catches, not big yardage, but he looked pretty good. Eddie looked good too. And James Robinson cut us up a little bit too. He really did. They did. Both of them cut us up multiple times on different plays. So, but the defense is a work in progress. Derek Forrest, man, shout out to him for that interception. Shout out to him for that big hit. Shout out to him on that stop, on that 2-point conversion stop. That was a big stop because any point, the game came down to some inches and yards and a couple of points. And even though the 2-point conversion, it's small, but it was a big play by Derek Forrest making that stop on that 2-point conversion for sure. Shout out to J.D. McKissic for converting on the 2-point conversion as well. Now, Gibson, this is the prize picks. I think, shout out to prize picks down below. Use the link, Real Ed Oliver. When you download the app and you sign up for the first time, you get a deposit match of $100, $50, $100. Prize Picks will match you 100%. You use my promo code RealEdOliver down low, and you get that price match. Now, I gave you guys the picks. I gave you the over on Antonio Gibson. It was like 55 yards rushing, I think, or something like that. He got 58. And then Terry McLaurin, his over under was for receiving. I think it was 50 or something like that too. He got 58 yards receiving. So I gave you guys those 2 picks. I was right on that. The other one was Joey Slye 2 field goals. I got to see if he hit 2 field goals or not. But I gave you it was 1.5 on Joey Slye's field goals, and he didn't make any field goals. He didn't kick any field goals at all. He made 2 extra points because we didn't kick any field goals. We scored for the most part. Either we scored or we fumbled. Curtis Samuel, that fumble was awful. He's got to do better than that. You got to hang on to the football. And I love the way he played, but that turnover was crucial, and they went all the way down. I can't remember if they scored or not on that. I think they did score. Or that might have been the drive where they choked it and they dropped the passes. I can't remember. Treshway, I thought he did a good job for the most part. Dax Milne, I thought he did a good job punt returning too. I give him a shout out there. It wasn't anything crazy, but I thought he did a solid job there. Will Jack, I can't remember if he got beat. He got beat in the beginning by Christian Kirk. He did get beat in the beginning by Christian Kirk. Then he got a penalty called on him too. I wasn't a big fan of that penalty on William Jackson, but man, Ron Rivera, the things I'll say about him, 4th and 2, we were on our own 49 or something like that. I wanted us to go for it. I did, and then I think the Jaguars got the ball. They went down and scored. So that's the only gripe I really have with him in this game. The defense is just bad. The personnel, man. Derek Forrest did a good job. The linebackers, man. Jamin Davis got beat a couple times. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cole Holcomb got beat on a touchdown. The linebackers leave a lot desired. I don't think David Mayo got any snaps or John Bossa got any snaps. I saw they showed Bossa on the camera on the sideline. I didn't see him get any snaps today. But we'll break down Carson Wentz a little bit more too. But I'm gonna go over my notes real quick here that I saw that stood out to me. Ben St. Juice penalty, I talked about that. Christian Kirk cooked Derek Forrest. Third downs, I thought we did a better job on third downs. We stopped them a couple times on third downs. The Jags, where is it at? They were 3 for 12 on third downs. We were 7 for 10 on third downs. So I thought we did a good job on third downs. And we finally got some stops. Montez Sweat got some pressure, man. Deron Payne gets a game ball. John Allen gets a game ball. Some of the injuries are concerning for sure. John Allen, he got hurt, but he came back in. Fedarian Mathis got carted off the field, so prayers up for him. I hope he's okay. I felt like there was another Wes Schweitzer got hurt. I'm not sure if he came back in or not, but there were a couple injuries. Now, Sam Cosmi did get beat like a drum one time. Trayvon Walker went by him, but I thought for the most part, the offensive line did a good job. I thought they did a solid job. The D-line in the second half, they stepped up and got pressure. So I like the way they got pressure in the second half. The first half, they weren't getting any pressure at all. Trevor Lawrence was sitting back there with time and was getting the football out of his hands very quickly as well. Turnovers, we lost the turnover battle 3-1. We got to do better than that. We got 2 sacks. John Allen got a sack. Deron Payne got a sack. He got a bat down too. Thought he did a good job of that too. So I really like the way this D-line played together. Casey Toohill showed up a couple times too. I thought he had a nice hit. Ben St. Juice had a nice blitz where Trevor Lawrence had an intentional grounding as well. A couple of intentional groundings there. So I thought Jack Del Rio was he showed a little creativity with the blitz. A little creativity. Curtis Samuel had one juke in the beginning of the game where I was like, yeah, he's back. I might have to take away the Paul Richardson jokes. I might have to stop him and I know we were all pissed off in the beginning. Now, let me forget. I can't forget about that opening drive. That opening drive was really good. Gibson going over to the sideline for a catch. Armani Rogers with the screen pass. And then Curtis Samuel, he had some really good catches. Then he had that touchdown in the beginning as well. That was a beautiful drive by Scott Turner. The opening script by Scott Turner was really, really good. We were throwing the ball all over the field. He was getting Carson comfortable, and he was looking really, really good. I love that first drive. That was the first time we scored on a first drive. That was the first time we scored on back-to-back opening drives since 1991. Guess what happened in 1991? Now, I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to jump to the conclusion, but that was the first time we've ever scored on back-to-back drives in an opening game. We haven't done that in a long time, since 1991. That's crazy. That's crazy. But the opening drive looked beautiful, man. This receiver, and I said the big three with these receivers, and I know somebody commented and said, don't call him a big three yet, but I think this is a big three, man. I see the potential, man. We haven't had wide receiver talent like this in a long time. Like I said earlier, if Carson can get it together, Terry wasn't even involved in this game as much as he should be. He seriously wasn't involved enough. He needs to get the ball more. And he wasn't targeted. I thought we targeted Curtis on some on screens and stuff and short plays a little too much. And we can stretch this offense out, man. And Jahan, too. It's going to be night-night for a lot of teams, man. It's going to be a night-night for a lot of teams. Like, we're going to put up a lot of points if Carson can get it together for sure. Terry had a 3rd and 8 where he made 2 guys miss and got that 3rd and 8. He got that first down. Trayvon Walker had a heck of a day. I'm not going to lie to you for the Jags. He had a pick. He had a sack. He was all over the place. That was their first pick of the draft. Last year. Zay Jones dropped a touchdown. I talked about that. Antonio Gibson had a nice wheel route right before Curtis Samuel fumbled. So they used Gibson properly today. Thought he should have ran the ball more with Gibson, but he looked really good as a wide receiver. Brian Robinson, there's good news about him. Adam Schefter said that he really could return by week 5. Imagine if we get him back. Logan Thomas looked good too. I remember on that 3rd down, Carson was held onto the ball, lofted it up for Logan Thomas. He looked really good. He was cooking Devin Lloyd. He got Devin Lloyd real good, the rookie. That's what I said. That was one of my keys to victory. Get at Devin Lloyd. Get at these rookie young linebackers. Get at them because we can get some mismatches against those guys. And I thought they took advantage of that. Kendall Fuller got cooked by Christian Kirk. Percy Butler was there too. Some miscommunication there. John Bates did drop a 3rd down catch. I wasn't happy with him on that. I thought that was a catchable ball. James Robinson got an easy touchdown on Cole Holcomb. I talked about that. John Allen had a nice hit on Trevor Lawrence, and Daron Payne batted the ball down. Carson Wentz, the interception to Tyson Campbell was bad. It was bad. It was on a comeback route. He threw the interception. It was really doom and gloom at that time. I was like, wow, this is really the Carson Wentz experience. Of course, he has so many haters. It's ridiculous. He's got haters from Colts Nation, haters from Eagles Nation, just haters all around. And that's why I said, if I'm Carson Wentz, I'm looking at that top quarterback list. You put Geno in front of me. You put Trevor in front of me. You put Jalen Hurts in front of me. You put Daniel Jones in front of me. You put backups in front of me. Trey Lance, a rookie starter, you put him in front of me. And that's how y'all going? That's how much y'all going to disrespect me? So I would look at that before every game. Terry was cooking Shaquille Griffin. Shaquille Griffin's a good corner. He is. He got him for that one play. Wentz did miss Dax Milne high. So when Carson Wentz misses, he does miss high. He missed Logan Thomas high on one where he was open. He missed Dax Milne on one where Dax Milne was open in the corner on the right side. On his left side, but on our right side watching the TV copy, Dax Milne was wide open. It went over his head. I don't blame Dax Milne. That was on Carson. It was. It hit Dax Milne in his hands, but that was on Carson Wentz. He overthrew him. I was happy when Scott Turner finally decided to run the football on the final drive of the game on our offensive, technically our scoring drive, on our final scoring touchdown drive. He did give the ball to Gibby a little bit, and Gibby took advantage of the opportunities. Like, Gibby's not a bum. He's not a bum. That's the thing. I think people are getting a little too carried away with the fumble. He's not a bum. He's still productive, and he can still make something happen. He can still make plays. He's a positive player. He's somebody that we're going to need throughout the season. We're going to need all the weapons that we can get. Gibby, Brian Robinson. I don't think J.D. McKissick was involved enough today, to be honest. It's so many weapons. Like, that is a good problem to have. Like, there's guys out here that should have got more touches. Armani Rogers looked good. He had a really nice screen catch and scampered up the field. He looked really good today. It was only one play, but he looked good. I didn't like the pass interference call on Bobby McCain. I didn't like that at all. But that's all my notes that I got. That's all my notes that I got today. So stats that really stood out was third downs to me. We lost our turnover battle and still won. That was one of my keys to victory. I thought the D-line did a good job in the second half. We won the time of possession battle. We lost the turnover battle. We had 6 penalties. The Jaguars had 13 penalties. They're just a young team. They made a lot of boneheaded mistakes. Jumping off sides, neutral zone infractions, too many men on the field at one point. They did that. So they're just a young, the coaching staff is inexperienced, is not inexperienced, but the defensive coordinator is a rookie defensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator is a rookie offensive coordinator. Then you got a new coach. Doug Peterson's a Super Bowl winner, but still, this is his first time with the Jaguars. This is his first year with the Jaguars. So the Jaguars, they did shoot themselves in the foot for sure. They could have been winning at some points in the first half, but they, dropped passes and interceptions, or not interceptions, but missed field goals and whatnot for sure. Carson Wentz, 27 for 47. The first half, he was 11 for 13, like 200-something yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He had like 150-something quarterback rating. It was ridiculous. It was something crazy. Cole Turner didn't play. That's another guy. Like, imagine Cole Turner's out there. Like, that's crazy. Oh, the reverse. That's some stuff. I didn't like the reverse from Scott Turner, where Jahan Dotson had a negative 10-yard. I didn't like that at all. So that was some of the stuff that I don't like from Scott Turner when he tries to get a little too cute. But everything else, I loved it. I love this offense. I think this offense has high octane potential. The defense needs work. honestly, Cameron Curl's coming back. I still wouldn't mind if they brought back Landon Collins, to be honest with you, but Derek Forrest is playing really well. So let Derek Forrest develop, but the injuries are concerning me. There was another DB that got hurt too. Bobby McCain got hurt, and then he came back in. So I thought Bobby McCain was okay for the most part. But the defense was getting cut up. The defense needs work. Now, we got to look forward to the Lions. We can't sleep on the Lions. The Lions just came back on the Eagles. They only lost by 3 points. They only lost by 3 points. They were down for a majority of the game, but you can't sleep on them. He's not a bum. Armon St. Brown is legit, but I'll talk about these guys, on Friday. But the Lions are no slouch. They're not a slouch team at all. They're really not. They're a legitimate team. So, but game balls for me, I think John Allen, Jerome Payne get one. Montez Sweat gets one because he was getting back there on Trevor. He was getting back there on Trevor. Derek Forrest gets one for the interception for sure. And that big hit on Eddie, that forced fumble, that was a hell of a play. I did not like the challenge from Ron. I thought that was a silly challenge. Trevor clearly threw the ball into the turf. I thought that was a silly challenge for him by Ron Rivera. I think that's it. I think I covered everything that I can really remember there, to be honest. Linebackers need some work for sure. Jamin is still learning. He's still getting better. Still trying to improve for sure. Cole Holcomb, okay. Corners, Kendall Fuller's got to step up next week. He's got to step up. He's got to play better. He's got to play better next week. Carson's got to play better too. I want to see us run the ball more. I want to see us trust in Antonio Gibson. But at the same time, I do want to see us spread out and get the ball to Jahan and get the ball to Terry Moore. We got to get the ball to Terry Moore. We got to get to the money guy, to our best player on the team, in my opinion, Terry McLaurin. We got to get him the ball. And I love seeing Chase Young on the sideline cheering his teammates on. I love seeing that too. I like that a lot. I love it. I love the team camaraderie. The jerseys look good. They did. They look good. I thought the band sounded good. The jerseys look good. I thought the field looked good for the most part. I like the touchdown sidelines and everything. I thought everything looked good. Everything looked crisp. I think they did a good job with the jerseys. They did a good job. I haven't heard the fight song. I don't really care. Couldn't care less. I thought they did a good job for the most part. The appearance of the stadium inside looked good. Now, I know FedEx, you say what you want to say about FedEx, but I thought the field looked good. I thought the product on the field looked good for the most part. Now, it's one game. It's the Jags. Once again, the Jags, they fought hard. They played hard. They're a good team. I think they're a good team. They're going to win more games than what they did last, which is hard to lose to only win 3 games. They're going to win more games than 3 games. They're a tough team. They easily could have won this game. But shout out to Carson Wentz, gets a game ball, even though he played iffy at times. Jahan Dotson is just a dog, man. He really is. He's got that dog in him for sure. He's got that dog in him. Jahan gets a game ball. Gibson, 7 catches for 72 yards. He did his thing. He gets a game ball today too. Terry gets a game ball. Curtis gets his game ball. I don't want to give everybody a game ball, but on the defense, the only guys that get a game ball is Montez, Derek, Defoe, and Deron Payne and John Allen. Those are the only guys on defense that get a game ball for me. But all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Man, it feels good to be undefeated, man. I picked us to win this game. I picked us to be 2-0, so I got us beating the Lions next week too. Let's sit back, relax. Let's see the Buccaneers and Tom Brady beat up on the Cowboys tonight. All right, you guys. Healthy Commanders. Peace.